Alright, welcome everyone. We're very glad to have you here. Welcome to sunny Pasadena, a city known for being at the forefront of technology, entertainment, industry, you name it. We really hope you enjoy your time here, and please, don't spend all your time here at the hotel. Go out, see the city, become inspired. So before we get started, I want to know how many of you in the audience are music entrepreneurs?
Me.
Right, most of you, yeah. Now, how many of you are performing musicians? Usually happens. I see a couple of people back there. That's right. Not many musicians see themselves as entrepreneurs. We'll be discussing how important it is to know how to sell your project. Not because you want to become famous, not because you want to become rich, but because you need to live your life. You cannot be consumed by the industry. We all know about so many stories of brilliant musicians who've become involved with the wrong people, have become obsessed with fame, and it all goes wrong from there. So, I had a chance to see one of the presentations here today, Mr. Cesar Escobar's. I found it very interesting about how to create your own religion. Now, I have a lot to learn from him, but what I do know is I may have created a religion, maybe a bit of a monster. So, how many of you in the audience know who Justin Bieber is?
Justin?
Right, I know. So, how many of you know who Juan Bula is? Okay, so that's me. Let me introduce myself. I'm the person responsible for making Justin Bieber viral on the internet. Now, I'm not a musician myself. I studied the piano when I was younger. Turns out I was tone deaf. But I love music and I love the entertainment industry. So I've worked for Sony Corporation for 10 years now. The music area, had a good job, good salary, but the lifestyle was just hectic. And it was really starting to consume me. So, before we get into the topic, let me tell you, yes, this is what I wear to work every day, and this is my office. Alright, so the first topic we'll be discussing is the evolution of the music industry. How it's changed, and what are the wrong perceptions we have about what the chances are today. Then we'll be talking about exposure. Are you ever working for free? Exposure is key. Then we'll be talking about democracy in the arts. How much more democratic the music industry has become. Not just so artists can promote their music, but also so that people can choose what they want to listen to, and not just what the radio stations play. Democracy is what we're doing here today in these TED Talks. Everyone has access to these, and that doesn't mean we have to do badly in our work. And to finish my presentation, I'll be addressing the million-dollar question. Can you make a living out of music? I believe you can. So this is important to all of us because, as I said, we need to make a living, we need to have a life, and we need to be smart about it. So let me get started.
Everybody. Once a wise man said, writing for a penny a word is ridiculous. If a man really wants to make $1 million, the best way is to create his own religion. Woo! Welcome everybody. I'm Cesar Escobar, the founder of Love and Peace Church in Bogota. I'm here to explain you how to create your own religion, because you are guys like I was before, that are commuting every day from the suburbs to downtown to work behind a desk 8 hours per week. I was the guy, but I'm not anymore. Now I'm rich. I created my own religion. I'm going to divide my presentation into 3 parts. First of all, I would like to talk to you about Scientology, because actually it was its founder, who said the sentence I mentioned before. Second, I will explain to you in few steps how to create your own religion. And finally, I would like you to ask me some questions. But bring your own wallets because it's not for free. To make a long story short, Scientology is not 1,000 years religion. It was created by a guy who was tired of his lifestyle and then decided to change it by creating a God, by creating a story around that God. And other thing that you must take into account is that creating your religion needs two things. Being charismatic. For example, you lady, you feel charismatic. Yeah, it's good because being charismatic is a must when you need people to follow you. And how to convince that people to follow you? Saying, what's the point of living if you can't believe in a God? The other thing to take into account is being creative. Because you must create a God, you must create a force which is against that God, and you must create a cool symbol. So, the other thing that I would like to tell you today is that I was a guy like you are, guys. I was tired of living this life. I didn't love my job. I wanted to travel around the world. I wanted money to buy my own apartment, my own car. And that's why today I'm going to explain you how to be rich by creating your own religion. Thank you!
Hello everyone. Did you know that when you're crying from sadness, the first drop will come from your right eye, while if you're crying from happiness, it will come from your left? First of all, I want to thank the audience. It's been lovely to be here. You're beautiful. My colleagues, panelists have been awesome, very interesting topics. Caesar, amazing. Juan, Sonia, lovely. I'm planning, really, I'm telling you, to create my own religion. I want to be rich now. And your city, oh Lord, your city is beautiful. The weather, the food, everything, beaches. I really, to be honest with you, I don't want to be here. I want to be outside right now. It's lovely. But let's really start with it. For those who don't know me, my name is Marindra Araga. I'm a neuroscientist and I study emotions and feelings and how people deal with them and interact. Why do I think this is important and why am I actually talking about this while you could be outside enjoying the weather? Well, it's because sometimes we don't really know how to deal with disappointment. We just start crying or shut ourselves. We can't do that. We need to learn how to be resilient, and that is, ladies and gentlemen, what I wanted to teach you today, how to become resilient people. Now, what does resilience mean? Well, according to physics, it's the ability that a material has to transform itself, to absorb energy when it's being manipulated. So what I want you to learn is to have the ability, or to increase, if you already have the ability, because you do have the ability for those who don't know it, the ability to adapt to stressful situations, to empower yourself when you're feeling you're having a difficult day. Now, I want you to know, first of all, that resilience is not something that you have or you do not have. Something you're born with. Everyone, animals, plants, we as humans have it. And another misconception that you need to know is that resilient people doesn't mean that you don't have feelings. It doesn't mean that you're always happy and optimistic. No, I don't want you to be a cyborg. I want you to be a human, but I want you to be able to balance those feelings and emotions. That's what I want you to learn. Now, according to that, I hope, is there any questions? Actually, I'm going to talk about that. Just give me 5 minutes, okay? Now, there are certain things that I want you to know about resilience. And it's the way I'm going to structure my exposition. So first of all, is I want you to have the ability, to learn the ability, to make realistic plans, and to actually be able to follow them, to achieve them. Secondly, I want you to have a positive self-conception, to have charisma, like Cesar was talking. I want you to be happy. It doesn't matter what's going around you. If you have a positive self-conception about yourself, you will transmit it to the rest of the people. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will make you feel power. Thirdly, I want you to communicate your problems. Because if you communicate your problems, you'll be able to solve them. And you will feel better with yourself. And lastly, I want you to be able to manage feelings. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope this experience is going to be very interesting.
Have you ever been in Florence? Ciao, I'm Sonia Cardenas. I'm an Italy lover, and it seems like advertisement time now in Pasadena. I'm a tourist promoter of Italy. I really want you to go there. I know you have been welcome for about 4 or 5 times. I have to say now, benvenuti. If you read the Dan Brown's latest bestseller, Inferno, and you go to Florence, you will feel all those emotions he tried to bring out. This message is for all of you that love history, love traveling, because I'm sure you will have an amazing experience, an awesome experience, if you go to Florence. I'll speak it for about 10 minutes, but you have your whole life to go there and live it. There are many books and TV series and internet references talking about Firenze, but there is nothing like having your own experience. I will speak about 3 main parts, like historical buildings and also food and the famous people that were born there. You must know the Ponte Vecchio, the Aurelius, and of course you have to buy some because they are really beautiful. You have to know that Dante Alighieri and also Boccaccio were born there. You have to know the Santa Maria di Fiore church in the center of the city. Also, you have the chance to go around the Tuscany region and also have a walk by the Boboli Gardens and Palazzo Pitti near to the Ponte Vecchio. Also, you have to try our famous wine and olive oil. And also you can know and go to Pisa and Cinque Terre. And sure, if you have some free time or in your next vacation, go to Italy, go to Florence. If you have any questions, I have no answers. You have to go there and live and make the experience of your life. And I have to recognize that I haven't lived there for a lot of time, but I love Italy. I want you to go there because I want to transmit to you that Italy is the country must in your life.